What's your life goal? And have you achieved it?
Yeah, I married you.
Aw, gross.
You really need to go out there and make sure the whole world hates you. Oh, perfect.
My butthole is all over the internet.
A fine wine. She keeps me in the basement and pulls me out when she needs me.
If I drink Sambuca, he's getting it.
I bought a case.
You can tell a lot about a person by the way their tits, pussy, or dick looks.
You come near my cheeks and it's not going to be a good day for you, homie. This is going to be special.
Welcome to the Two Onions podcast with Dani Daniels.
And Vic. What's up, guys? I'm Dani Daniels, and that's Vic.
I'm Vic.
Vic's over there, and I'm so excited. I don't know why I always do like a little fist happy hands, because Courtney Byers is here. I haven't seen you. Okay, so some of you may know her as Alison Tyler. I know her as Courtney, and I haven't seen you in forever.
I know.
And you're like doing all these badass things.
Thank you.
I'm so excited. I'm always like cheering people on. Like when you leave Porn Island, I'm like, yes, yes.
You actually don't get cast off Porn Island. You graduate to the next island. You
totally
step up
do.
to Gilligan's Island.
You
or
throw
one
your
of the-
cap and you're like, I'm a bad. You're doing everything. Like you got on the cover of FHM.
I did. Yeah.
You're like doing this like badass like workout 24-hour plan. Like I want to talk to you about that because I know nothing about working out.
And you have a
Cool, I got you, girl.
and you have a great Instagram name.
Oh yeah.
6 feet of sunshine.
Do you know how many people hit me up on Instagram and are like, hey, how tall are you?
I am 6 feet of sunshine,
like
goddammit.
5'5".
I just aspire to be 6 feet.
Right.
Maybe someday.
I want it so bad.
So tell me, okay, should we start with it? Well, no, I'm gonna leave the cover, even though it's out now. I'm gonna make people wait to hear that.
Yeah.
I want to hear about you yoga, bodybuilding, diet, nutrition, like how?
All the shit I don't do.
Explain.
I mean, they all kind of go together. Like they're a package deal. So I kind of felt like I needed to be really well educated in all of them. Because my clients, I do one-on-one coaching. That's all like a lifestyle change. So it's full lifestyle change.
Did that come first, and then you wanted to branch out, or how did it become like this really cool like everything?
I started doing bodybuilding actually when I was still in the industry.
Okay.
And I got my personal trainer certification first, and then came the nutrition, and then came the yoga.
Oh, it's so cool.
So they just all started building on top of each other.
I've never heard of
That's awesome.
bodybuilding and yoga in the same sentence.
You know, it's
So I
funny.
thought
'cause
that was really unique.
they really balance each other really well.
It makes, I guess, because like you're stretching and you're
Right.
lifting.
And when you do a lot of weight training and you're not stretching and you're not working on your flexibility, you become very tight. I know a lot of bodybuilders that like can't even brush their hair.
Really?
And
Because their
you pull muscles then too because you're so tight.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm thinking like a bunch of like huge dudes doing like
I pick
downward
things
dog.
up, I put things
and now
down,
I'm
yeah.
like getting strangely turned on.
You're like, "Oh."
Arnold Schwarzenegger and Up Dog. Yeah, this
I'm
would be
into
great.
this.
I'll be back. Yeah.
And then you just barking at him like, yes, lower, arch your back.
I would.
That would be kind of
Pushing
fun.
him down.
That's a whole video series right there.
Right.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and Downward Dog.
Can we make that a thing?
Yes,
Oh my
please.
God, absolutely. I'd pay for that.
Right.
I actually might even try it. If Arnold can do it, I'm trying. I'm in.
Right,
I'm in on
right.
this. Hell with Rodney Yee.
I feel like he'd be a good sport about it.
He probably would
He's
be,
probably
yeah.
into it.
Yeah.
Do you do only in person, or do you do? I know like some people do over the phone. Some people will like plan for you. Do you have to physically be there?
No, I do a lot of online coaching, actually. I would say like 75% of my clientele is online. So,
Really?
Yeah, which
So-
is like a really big thing and it just blew up. And I do a lot of one-on-one for people that are in SoCal. But
Do you like FaceTime them, or do you make videos for like how does it?
so
'Cause I
have-
know, like I said, like I know nothing. I am the laziest piece of shit.
No, I am. You're second.
I do yoga, but like I know absolutely nothing about this. So I was like so fascinated.
There's a program that I use that all of my clients can log into, and they get their workouts and their nutrition. And then every exercise has a video explaining what they should be doing. And I always ask people to like send me videos of their form so I can give them feedback. And then I Skype with them once a week.
So cool.
I'm always available by phone and all that stuff. But yeah.
And then I saw you teach them how to cook. You do like food prep.
That has taken on it. Like, I love feeding people. It's this really weird fetish that I didn't know I had.
Are you sure you're not Italian? Are you sure?
We were discussing whether you were Italian earlier before we got on, but now I'm wondering.
Oh, God, I love feeding people so much.
It's a pot of sauce in the background. I'm not sure about this.
Always. But yeah, I teach people how to meal prep. I take some of my clients grocery shopping. I teach them how to grocery shop.
Like how to get healthy items, the right kind of items.
And how to pick out produce, like what certain vegetables are. I feel like a grandma, but I've been really into rutabagas lately.
Rutabagas.
I don't even think I could pick out a rutabaga.
That's old school right there. That's old school. Rutabaga.
I feel like a grandma, but I love the nutrition aspect.
What is, when you were studying all this, like what's a vegetable that really surprised you?
Oh, that I liked?
Yeah.
Rutabaga.
Rutabagas. Yeah, rutabagas and turnips. I'm on like this weird old lady
What's
kick.
good about a turnip?
So they're a lot like, they taste starchy like a potato, but they're actually kind of like a beet. So they're an actual vegetable.
Oh, okay.
But you can make French fries out of them. And I do that when I'm cutting for a show because it feels like they taste exactly like a potato, same texture and everything.
Oh, that's badass. I didn't know. It's like a cheat potato.
It really is. It's like,
Cheat day potatoes.
Are you doing shows?
Yeah. I did one this past April, and I'm doing another one this coming April. I'm hoping to get my pro card, so we'll see.
How does that work? You have to do a certain amount, and then you get a... Is it like SAG for bodybuilding?
Yeah, no. I mean, yes and no. It depends on what show you do. I do WBFF, which is an Australian federation.
Okay.
And they give out pro cards just based on like if you place first in your class and they think that you could compete with the pros. If you look good enough, then they'll give you a pro card.
That's so cool.
Constantly.
Dude, you're dedicated then because you have to cut everything.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, towards the end there, it gets,
Yeah. We have a friend who just got her pro card. And she was in Miss Olympia, and we watch her diet. It's all of a sudden there's a lot of food, and then all of a sudden there's no food.
Yeah, all of a
it's
sudden,
like it just disappears off the planet.
I call it the poor man's diet. You're really cutting corners there.
We're like, oh.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Were you doing, I didn't know were you bodybuilding when you were shooting?
Towards the end there, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What made you did you get to a point where you just wanted to what made you switch?
From what made me retire?
Yeah.
I just got to a point where I felt like my life was changing and growing and my interests were changing, and it just felt like I can't even explain it. Like nothing bad happened. I didn't have like a react. It felt like it was time.
Growth.
Just
growth.
Yeah.
I mean, I think everybody who's in any kind of a career grows to a next level or moves on. Actually, your publicist and I were just talking about the old days of faxing PR. And we're not faxing shit anymore. So sooner or later, you grow out of things.
Right, you do.
Yeah, and if that's your passion,
Yeah, I love it. And
I hate that. I do hate that people think something bad happens. Like, no, some of us just leave Porn Island and pursue what we enjoy.
Right. I still love Porn Island. I look back with fond memories.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't like some traumatic. I mean, it's always this. It's going to be some traumatic event, but it's like people who leave the music business. It's like they didn't OD. They just decided to go on to something else.
Exactly. Yeah.
I love it. Oh, okay. So tell everyone, listen. I wrote down your website, but now I don't have my shit together. Wait,
okay.
Balanced Bodies Wellness.
Yes.
.com.
.com.
So anyone can sign up. Have you had any past fans or?
So yes. So that's a yes. Yes.
Fans don't really go sign up to be a client. Fans go, oh, here's a free email so I can email her and talk to her and try to get free yoga. But
hello, how do I make my penis larger?
Yes.
Exactly.
I'm here for the penis push-ups. Please help.
If I do enough yoga, will I be able to blow myself? Yeah, that's the crowd you're getting.
The answer to that is yes. Because I have seen it.
And then the person never left their house.
Yeah. That was that. They got fired from their job.
And no one ever saw Tom again.
Never again.
Tom learned plow pose, and that was the end of
That's
it.
what happened. That's what happened to Tom from MySpace. He learned, and that was the end of it. Tom is gone.
He got stuck in plow.
The MySpace guy?
MySpace Tom.
With the whiteboard looking over his shoulder.
Yeah. So that was now he can do plow pose, and we've never seen Tom or MySpace again.
That's it.
Oh no.
MySpace was over.
But for plow pose.
Right.
Oh, dear God.
My God. I love it. Oh my gosh. So you now are right now actually your cover's out.
Yep.
Yep.
It is.
Are you stoked? Or are you like
I don't like it's I don't know, it's so weird.
it's
like,
a huge accomplishment.
Yeah.
so
it's
at the
major.
beginning of the year, this was actually a goal of mine to make a cover. And then so now like it's come full circle
That's
and
really-
I'm really stoked about it, but it's still kind of like, whoa.
It's,
you know?
the photo's great.
Yeah.
I saw the
Thank
photos.
you.
It was awesome.
Are you happy? Are the photos reflective of you?
I think so, yeah. They
you-
let me pick out the set that I
Oh
wanted
wow,
to
that's
use.
that's nice.
Yeah. So it's just me frolicking naked behind a leaf, you know.
Yeah, it's got a kind of Adam and Eve feel to
Yeah.
it, but yeah.
That's just how I
What
want
do
If
you
Adam,
all
if,
the
if,
time.
if Eve happened to be a 6 foot tall hot chick, yeah, this is definitely the winner. But
I just go
Honestly, you are like the Eve fantasy. And
Yeah,
now that I
it's
think
like-
about it, yeah, like this beautiful woman
she's
and a
like
leaf.
it's like the brunette version of Phoenix. It's like just tall, hot chicks that could bench press you and turn you on. It's
I'm
like
into
okay,
it.
this is like it's like this is awesome.
frolicking behind trees.
Frolicking behind trees, and if you piss me off, I'll bench press you, and if you
Right.
don't piss me off, I might do it anyway.
Right.
It's all good.
Oh my god. What do you want to do for a cover? I want to be with a leaf, just
Yeah. Just
On a beach.
naked.
Who shot it? Who was the
Yeah.
Arthur St. John.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah.
Is
it was
it
in Malibu.
Oh
It was
yeah.
You know what?
Okay.
It could have been anywhere.
It
I mean,
really could.
literally,
Yeah,
it looked
yeah.
like it could have been a Caribbean
Yeah,
island
I
in Mexico.
know.
It was, from what I saw, the
It turned
photos
out
I saw.
so tropical looking. I was stoked about it.
Yeah, it's really great.
Yeah.
So everyone go buy it right
Yep.
now.
Yeah,
Yep.
go get it.
Check out the definition in the lakes.
Yeah.
The
Get it.
definition in the
definition.
Yeah,
way.
check out my hamstring definition.
Some definition.
What's the toughest muscle for you to like get there?
All upper body. Honestly.
Really?
My
Really?
arms and shoulders are so hard for me to grow. My legs, like I barely work out my quads at all and they're massive.
Yeah, you do have really good
I'm like,
legs.
what the hell? Yeah. It's like my shoulders are just
They're like,
yeah, they're lazy.
do some push-ups.
Lazy. Do you work on them, or are you just like, I don't want to do arm day?
No, I actually
Like-
really love arm day. I do it really hard 2 to 3 times a week. We're like trying really hard to grow my shoulders. My coach is like, man, they're stubborn.
Is it just
I
that
know.
it's probably just genetics, right? I mean, it's like
yeah,
See, we're
legs.
opposite. If I do like 2 push-ups, I get like Hulk arms, and it's not a good. Like when I
I'm so jealous of you.
you can have them because I literally when I was feature dancing, I would do pole tricks and I would be like,
Oh,
just,
yeah.
like just jacked. I'm like, this is too much
Pole is such
because
a
it was
good
only my
workout, too.
arms, and then it was like the rest of me is like fluffy, and then I have these jacked shoulders. I'm like, this is not.
You're just like walking around your hands all the time now.
Give you power jerk offs.
it's like all good.
Power jerk off.
Yeah. It's just-
Great, that's gonna be in the comment section. I really regret
Oh,
saying.
absolutely. Yeah. There'll be a lot of requests
Come
for
power jerk off me.
Show Bob's and power jerk off. That'll be
You
the
have like
next.
hydraulics in your arms.
It's like,
I'm actually RoboCop. You
Yeah.
just don't know.
by the way, no
Terminator.
no lube will be included. So good luck
No.
with that,
Oh
homie.
my
Dry
Jesus.
power
Good luck.
jerk offs.
You just ruined everyone's boner.
Exactly.
You're just the
That's
boner
my job.
killer.
I'm a boner killer.
You don't have a sassy shirt on, and I'm really
I know.
upset.
Sorry. I feel like I've failed you. You'll have to come back so I can wear
Aw.
a sassy shirt.
We can just duct tape and then write
Yeah,
sassy
sassy
on
on
it.
it.
Just
Yeah.
duct tape asshole.
yeah,
Boner
well,
killer.
boner killer. I gotta get some kind of workout shirt for the next time you come by, or just
You
something.
should.
know.
We'll cut the sleeves off.
I could not. Just
I'll
could
just
not
sit
imagine
here.
you in a gym.
I've been-
love you so much,
I've-
but I
I've-
just
I've
can't.
been in a gym. I've walked through one. Yeah,
Okay.
I have. I'm on my way to the steam room, past the gym. Wave to the guy. He's just like,
Hey, boys, what's
hey, that
up?"
tire you're pushing looks really tough. I'm gonna go to the steam room now. Have a good time with that.
Oh my god. But you do yoga.
I do yoga.
Vic is
I do
surprisingly
I
bendy.
do yoga.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually like,
I do.
Impressed.
It's my morning routine. I do a
Yeah,
little
that's
yoga.
good for you.
Stretch it out.
Keeps
yeah.
your spine healthy.
Yeah.
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 It also keeps me from turning into a pretzel at 53 years old. So,
You're working on the plow pose.
I'm working on the plow pose. It's just not. Yeah, it's not a thing for me.
No. Knees to ears.
Yeah.
Not so much.
Yeah. Crying baby or something. I don't know. It's just not working.
That one is so awkward.
What's crying? Oh, Happy Baby?
Yeah, Happy Baby.
I love Happy Baby.
I know. It's
Happy baby's like a porn pose. I mean, let's be
that's
honest.
why I'm really.
It's
It's
like-
literally why I'm good at it.
I call it
It's 'cause I'm like,
Put your knees behind your ears and smile for the camera.
I call it
it's
the
like, come
labor
on.
pose because it looks like everyone's giving birth.
Yeah, exactly. It's
and it's always the pose that like I'm like I really hope Vic doesn't walk in the room right now because this is like the least attractive.
yeah, it's definitely not a good one.
No.
You just did girl, right? In the industry?
No, I did it all.
Oh,
I
you
the
did?
boys too. Yeah.
Where
Maybe
the
it's
boys
just because
are.
I always wanted to bang you. Like I always like you're always on my wish list. So maybe I just thought you only did girls.
No girl.
Oh, I
or
didn't know
not just
that.
girl, yeah. I
Okay,
did the
so then
boys
you know Happy Baby. Then.
Yes, I do.
That's where the thighs came from. Reverse cowgirl.
Yes.
That was it,
Oh
yeah.
God, reverse cowgirl.
Did you do yoga pre-porn?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so I did
Yeah.
yoga post-porn.
Okay.
And like it was really funny to me what positions I was good at because they were all the
Right?
sexual ones
Oh, this
Shocker.
one's familiar.
from scenes. Like if you do like a quote yoga scene,
Yeah.
I was really good at downward dog,
Yeah.
cobra pose,
Your body's
happy
used to
baby,
it, right?
plow pose. I'm like, wow, yoga's easy. And then I actually started doing like actual poses.
You're like, wait.
Wow,
a
you've got
second.
plow down really well.
But I can't touch my toes, so I don't know what's going on.
Oh, dear God.
Oh man. Oh.
What? You were going to say something?
No, I was gonna be sassy, but
You can be
I'll
sassy.
hold it for later.
You've been sassy this whole time so far.
I have
You're
no
killing
idea
all
what you're
the
talking
boners.
about. I have no idea what you're doing. It's my job. It's like I get to sit in between two beautiful women and be an asshole.
You're
because-
on the end.
Yeah,
You're the
well.
butt of two beautiful women.
Okay.
Like the end of the bread.
Yeah,
You're
it's
the
like-
you're the
I'm those two pieces that everybody crawls over to get to the middle because they're obviously poison. It's like I'm the first two pieces of bread that no one actually eats.
Oh my gosh. Would you say your clientele is mostly women or men?
It's surprising. Well, I guess it's not really surprising.
Surprise! Oh, wait a second.
Yeah. It's mostly men.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think it's like I feel like females have a lot of male trainers because they're like men are that guy's
Right.
hot. Like, do you
Right.
think it's a similar situation?
Yeah, I've also noticed. I think guys think that I'll be tough but tender, but I'm pretty tough as a coach.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
You know, like yeah.
Well, maybe they might like that though.
They
I mean,
might.
they
A
might
little
like
bit
the
of little
domination.
femdom.
might tap
Yeah.
into
The
that.
other side too is I think guys realize that most of them don't understand how to cook or what good food is.
Right,
So
right.
an immediate
yeah.
we're starting off with can you please tell me what's better than boxed mac and cheese?
Right.
You
I didn't
know?
think about
And
that, but
ramen.
yeah.
Although the fun thing I have noticed is that like the major difference between like my men and my female clients is that when it comes to check-in day, I always ask them for just like give me all the details so I know how your week went. And the female clients would be like, "Oh my God, I overate on Tuesday and I was so emotional and I feel stressed and I'm not sleeping well and my digestion's off and I feel bloated." And men are just like, "It was okay."
Yeah, sounds about right. We're simple creatures.
Okay.
We're mostly monosyllabic. Yeah, it's about. Yeah.
All right, Tom, I'm gonna need some more details than
Yeah,
that.
Tom, go back to plow pose. All right, Go, Tom.
It was all right. I'm like,
Yeah, that's guy 101.
Right.
Hey, how's
It's
everything?
so
I mean,
funny.
men can have entire phone conversations in about 47
I know,
seconds.
it's so
Hey, how's it going?
crazy.
Good. All right, see ya. That's the end of it.
And women take 5 minutes just to say hi.
Exactly. The genders are different. No matter what anybody
Yeah.
says, the genders
Yeah.
are different.
I
So
didn't think about that because you teach them how to cook, you teach them how to like
you're changing a lifestyle.
Yeah, I didn't
it's
think
hard
about that. Like
too.
for women, like it's almost like we're very proactive. I feel like in that sense, like we
Yeah.
want that. But men, it's
I also think
He's like
too,
learn how to cook and get laid
Right.
because girls like guys that can cook.
Right.
absolutely.
You're welcome.
You got
We're
a
here for
great
you.
bod and you can cook.
I think men are not in tune with their body until later in life, and I think
Yeah.
women are in tune with their body much earlier. And then at
think
some
so.
point, the guy goes, "All right, it's 35 years of bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches. I need
It's time.
I need before I wind up in a hospital with 2 stints,
Right.
looking up at the ceiling, going, what the?
It's time to figure out what this bed vegetable aisle is all about.
The carrots are used for something.
Right.
There's
a reason
cucumber
they're in the
world. Yeah, there's a rutabaga. I didn't even know what a rutabaga was. Yeah, that's what it comes down.
I hope everybody starts cooking with them now because I feel like they're really left out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what one looks like.
If you guys,
Is it like
if
a
you guys end up
radish?
eating one,
I'm going to get. You kidding me? When I leave here, we're going to get
me.
You can look up rutabaga recipes.
I want to look it up because I don't know what it looks
It's kind of
like.
like the bassoon of vegetables.
Oh,
So.
He just knows bassoons are my favorite instrument. So
Which
he's trying
no
to
one knows about.
pursue me.
So yeah, so no, we'll do creamed rutabaga or something.
Yeah, you can. You could do like puree or like you can roast them. It's really good.
We're in. I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm
Do
ready
all-
for a
do all the
rutabaga.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I-
Vic's doing low carb right now, so
Oh, they're
Yeah.
perfect for that.
Perfect.
we'll do some
I'm
French
all in.
fries.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're like
rutabaga.
high volume, low carb instead of cauliflower.
Oh, nice. I like
What's the
that.
difference? Like, what's high volume mean? For
High,
those of
high
us that are-
volume. Sorry, I know.
For
High-
people like me that don't know shit.
So like potatoes would be a high density calorie food. So there's a lot of calories in just a little bit
oh, okay.
of food. Whereas a high volume food is like cauliflower, rutabaga would be one, turnip, where you get a lot of food for a little amount
so you
of
can like feel
calories.
more full.
Right.
And if you're doing low
Oh.
carb, cauliflower sooner or later just is
Becomes your
everything.
life.
Yeah, it's just like, mac and cheese with cauliflower,
Yeah.
It's like fried rice with cauliflower. Everything ends up with, pizza crust with cauliflower. It's
I'm
like,
so
Jesus.
tired of
Yeah, it's like,
cauliflower.
give me a rutabaga. Damn it.
That's a new thing in LA. Everything's cauliflower.
Oh, yeah.
Cauliflower runs your life.
Yeah, it's cauliflower or vegan. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
But it works for some people.
There
Some
is-
people-
Love
he's
it.
anti-vegan.
Yeah, because there was never a caveman that
some
painted a
people-
salad on a wall. Didn't
Some
happen.
people need it for their diet.
Yeah, I don't care.
Some people want to be hipsters, but some people
When they found
legitimately-
cave paintings, there were no cow. There were guys killing, mastodons and eating food. I mean, so we've been eating meat for a long time, folks. Now all of a sudden you
Yeah,
can't
but-
have a bagel without getting a disease and
Oh,
everything's
I
a
love
kale
bagels.
salad. Yeah, you gotta have a
Did
bagel.
you have a bagel here yet?
Oh, I always get bagels.
Yeah.
here. I like live on bagels here.
Throw
do
it
you
out.
allow
You gotta.
do you allow yourself cheat days, or how do you?
I'm macro based, so I count my protein, carbs, and fats every day.
Oh, okay.
So if I want something, I just fit it into my food.
It's like I'm having a
Smart.
bagel and no other carbs. That's the
I
carb for the
just-
day.
I'm gonna
want.
eat the shit out of
So
this
just-
bagel.
Tompkins Square bagels.
Oh.
Tompkins Square.
Tompkins Square.
10th and
I
A.
thought you liked the
Really?
one with the E one.
Essa Bagel's the other one, but
Essa.
Tompkins, I like Tompkins.
There's
just-
one right across from where I'm at right now, where I'm staying. There's an Essa Bagel. and
Ooh.
I
Oh,
get there.
yeah.
I get there before the line is like out the door.
Because there's an Essa Bagel that's literally across the street from where we live.
Is that
kinda.
is that the sourdough one that I like?
No, sourdough's Tompkins.
Oh, okay. I'm Team Tompkins
Yeah,
then,
Tompkins.
because I will fuck up a sourdough bagel.
Yeah. The first time I went into Essa Bagel, they scared me. It was like a, it's
Oh,
like a
no,
New
yeah.
York thing
It's-
because they're
oh,
like, "What do
absolutely.
you want?" And
Yeah.
I'm like, "I don't know." And they're
Oh
like,
yeah,
"Make
it's
up
the
your mind."
it's the soup, not too bad. God forbid you ask for a toasted.
It is a soup Nazi thing.
God forbid you ask for it. You ask for a toasted, somebody's throwing a knife at your head. We don't toast bagels, okay?
When I first moved here, we got delivery, and Vic was like, "What do you want?" I was like, "I want a sourdough bagel toasted with cream cheese." He goes, "I'm not ordering that." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "They will spit in it."
They will
You do
spit.
not
Why
get a
can't you have a
toasted-
toasted bagel?
I guess it's like it's not made fresh, so they will toast it to like.
Yeah,
put-
toasted bagels are stale bagels. That's the other thing.
Oh.
These things are literally boiled,
Right.
cooked and given to you
And
that
then given
moment.
to you,
Yeah,
so you
so
don't eat it. Okay, that makes
yeah,
sense.
you don't need to toast
Yeah,
it.
That
so.
makes sense.
And they're like, Essa's famous for it. You walk into Essa Bagel and you ask for a toasted,
Yeah.
they will yell at you. We don't toast bagel. You're like, okay.
You're like, girl, get out of here.
Getting yelled at.
So you don't toast bagels? Is that what you're trying to tell me? It's like, and it's like every 8th or 10th person comes through, and they usually are a tourist or something that
Yeah.
we're told to go, and they're like, can I get? And the guy's looking at him like, come on already,
I feel like it's a rite of passage to get yelled at in New York.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it's not
Absolutely.
really like getting yelled at. It's like kind of just how people talk.
I know. I love it.
Yeah.
I really do. Everybody's so mean. It's great. I feel right at home.
But it's almost like they're not mean. They're honest.
They're just
like,
blunt.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
New
if
Yorkers
you're-
are just loud and blunt, so it comes
Yeah.
off as yelling, but they're really just loud.
They
Tour-
are.
Tourists will ask for directions. They'll give directions. But if you're an actual New Yorker moving slowly with your phone, they're going to yell at you. Get
Right.
the fuck out of my way.
It's great.
Move to the left.
Yeah, Vic almost mowed down a kid yesterday because it was walking too slow.
I was like, she's
move
like,
it, kid.
She's like, there's a kid there. I'm
Literally.
like, he's got to learn to pick his legs up. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
I was like, we are in a restaurant. Like, where are you gonna go?
You want
He's like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
you want to see real?
It's a true story from last night.
You want to see real violent New Yorkers? Watch it when bikers are on a sidewalk.
Really?
Oh, that is like, oh.
He tries to swing at them when they drive, when they
You're on
bike
the
by.
You're not supposed to be on the sidewalks in New York with a bike. That's
Really?
like, that's a rule.
Yeah, big
and when they
no-no.
come by with a bike,
Yeah.
I'm ready to throw them off the
You're
bike.
done.
You know, it's
He's
like,
like old. He like old man yells at him and like
Yeah.
chases him down the sidewalk. I'm
yeah,
like,
get off my lawn. You know?
I was walking to the gym this morning and I had a moment where I was like, I feel like I'm having a real New York moment. I walked past these two girls who were like super Jersey Shore.
Okay.
And they were like bitching about the guys in their lives while having coffee and a bagel. And then in the middle of the intersection, there was like a construction worker yelling at a car and they were fighting and he like had his arms up. And then I kept walking and there was a guy like giving his food to a homeless man. And I was like, I feel like this is a New
This is-
York
yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
Like,
And then it was like MasterCard.
Right. For everything else you need, MasterCard. Yeah, exactly.
I am in it right
For
now.
a true New York moment, choose MasterCard.
If you made a left turn and you wound up in Union Square, there were some Harry Krishnas and a person wearing a unicorn helmet, and it was
Yeah.
good. Now we're totally New York.
Right.
It was like,
Oh my God.
You guys should get sponsored by MasterCard.
yeah, exactly. For everything else,
Just the
there's-
whole,
We just, like,
the
did a
city as
commercial.
whole.
yeah, right, exactly. When you want to smell piss and see somebody with a unicorn helmet, priceless.
I'm surprised you still go to the gym.
Yeah. I was there
God.
at 6 o'clock this morning.
6?
Yeah.
I don't see 6 unless I'm coming from the other direction, let alone going to the gym.
That's commitment.
Yeah, that's
6
committed.
o'clock. Yeah.
Do you enjoy it, or
Work those
it's
stupid
like
shoulders. That's what I did this morning.
fuck those shoulders?
Fuck your
God damn
shoulders.
it.
I do actually. I really love weightlifting. Yeah, it's a passion.
And it's a habit at this point. I'm sure if
Yeah.
you don't do it,
I
it's
feel
like throws your
weird.
day off. Yeah.
I do it 5 days a week, so it's yeah.
Is it because I read that you were always athletic?
Yeah, I've always been.
Do you
into
think it's
sports.
like kind of a progression from that?
Yeah, because I did volleyball all growing
I know,
up.
and I geeked out because I played
Did
volleyball,
you?
and I'm like, I bet we didn't play the same position.
What were you?
I was a setter and a jump
I
server.
was just gonna say
Yeah.
you're
Were
probably
you a
a
middle?
setter. I was a middle. Yeah.
At 6 foot tall, shocker.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that
Yeah.
shocker?
I was a middle. No, I was a libero. For those of
I'm
you
like,
that don't know,
was everyone else 7 feet tall?
Yeah, right.
Like, were you
There was
like,
libero, but the rest of my team was 8'3".
I know. For those of you who don't know, libero's the shortest person on
yeah,
the team.
basically.
so-
It's like everyone that you can get that's 5'10" or more, and then like
Right.
one random
5'4".
4'11" person.
Right. 5 feet.
You'd see the other team and be like, I know exactly what position everyone.
Right. Yeah, I played volleyball, and then when I got into college, I rode crew, and yeah, it was like an outlet. I needed some sort of outlet after
You
I
rode,
stopped
you did
playing.
crew, and you have shoulder troubles. Like
Yeah.
that is all.
That's all
shoulders.
shoulders.
My back is strong as shit. My shoulders, not so much.
Damn shoulder.
It's a lot of back and legs, surprisingly. Like, yeah, shoulders do play a part.
Yeah, you would
but-
think it would be. Yeah, maybe
because
you
your
have to, like,
seat
stay-
slides.
Oh, I
A
didn't
lot
know
of
that.
people don't know that.
Oh,
So your
yeah,
seat slides on a track.
going,
So you
yeah, back
actually
and
like
forth, back
it's
and
a
forth.
full body thing. So you push with your legs and then you pull. With
I
your
thought they
back.
were like leaning like really
yeah.
like aggressively to get
No,
like
yeah.
momentum. I didn't know the chair.
And the shitty thing is that people don't know is you wear these little spandex shorts, and if you're leaning too far over your seat, your skin pinches on the track.
Ooh.
And then if you're not in sync with everyone, your oar will get caught in the water and it'll smack you in the face.
Okay.
And you'll get it's a really dangerous sport. It's very scary.
Who knew? Not only can you drown, but you can wind up with an eye injury.
Right. You can die.
Oh my god. Were you on a women's team?
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I would
great.
have done that. Damn it.
You can still do it. I
don't know if they had
lots
crew.
of rowers.
No.
Lots of rowers in the
You
Hudson
can.
River.
Yeah, there's-
I'm gonna be
there's-
one.
Yeah.
There's a crew league in the
You're
East
gonna
River.
look like a
so-
gorilla.
When I got in the
Jacked
business,
arm.
I was a stripper, and I won't say the director's name, but he goes, "You need to stop working out your arms. They are way too big."
Oh,
So it was
boy.
just like,
You're like,
no, it was
thanks.
yeah.
Oh God. I think you have some fan questions.
Oh yeah, I do. Okay, let's do
God,
it.
I hope you guys got some
Dun-dun-dun.
gems.
I actually,
Well,
I
you
like.
get stuck at some point in time answering my questions. So
Okay.
that's gonna
Yeah.
be a big problem of the day.
So I actually thought this was like one of the best questions we've gotten so far.
Absolutely.
But you don't even know what I'm gonna ask.
I do.
What if it's out of order?
Oh.
You know what? That's not what I'm asking. I'm just- Someone said, starting a more holistic lifestyle is overwhelming. What are the first 3 things I should do?
Ooh, I like that one.
That was really good. That was sandwiched between like, will she have sex with me,
Right.
and like,
And
how
show
big
bobs.
is my penis?
Yeah.
And I was
She,
like,
my
oh.
wife, show feet, BB.
Yeah, show feed BB. Yeah.
But I thought it was a really good question. I'm like, oh,
That's a good
okay.
one. Yeah. Honestly, I always tell people it's way easier to add stuff in than to take stuff out. For most people. So I always say, like, if you find that you're eating a lot of processed foods, try adding in more greens. And I always suggest eating them rather than juicing, because by eating them, it's going to fill you up.
Okay.
So if you're eating cookies or cake or whatever, eat your meal, eat your greens, and then save the cookies or whatever for after, because you're probably not going to be as hungry.
Not eat as many.
Probably not going to want as much. Another one would be try to meditate every day. And I know it sounds so corny, but it's huge.
What's your recommended?
I say start with like 5 minutes a day. And there's a really good program called Headspace. It's an app that you can put on your phone.
Yeah.
And it's guided meditation. And it's amazing, especially for beginners.
And you can like set a timer too,
Uh-huh,
right?
yeah,
It'll let
they have
you know?
they have 5 to, I think it's a half an hour increments. So you can choose whatever amount of time and it'll guide you through the whole thing.
When I meditate, I have to use a timer because I'm like,
Yeah.
have I been sitting here for 2 minutes or 6 hours?
It's forever.
And I can't.
Solitary confinement. Yeah.
I get in my head.
Right. And then the third thing would just be like, just move your body. So, I mean, whatever you're doing right now, just do a little bit more. And it doesn't have to be a giant drastic change. Just little changes over time and little habits over time are going to build up and they're going to make your lifestyle completely different a year down the road.
That's really good. I like that. I could do that.
Yeah. It
I
doesn't
I can eat veggies and still.
Right.
'Cause
people think like, oh my God, in order to lose weight, I have to eat 200 calories a day and work out 3 hours every day. And it's just not true.
Yeah, and it makes sense too. It's a lot easier to add something than to deprive yourself of
Right.
something.
Yeah.
Deprive
Totally
yourself,
is.
you're gonna,
That's my
at some point in time,
problem.
you're going to be like, fuck it, I want a
Right.
cheeseburger.
That's how
Yeah.
you,
You know?
and then that's how you get into the restrict and binge pattern that so many people end up falling into. Yeah.
yeah, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
don't eat any more candy. That's all I want now.
Yeah.
Right.
She's like, I don't want
That's-
candy. And next thing I know, there's a delivery of twin snakes and gummy bears and frickin' Twizzlers and M&Ms. And I'm like,
Yes.
so about that no candy
I
thing,
don't
huh?
even smoke
Right.
weed. I'm just fat.
Just a fat. I'm just a fat.
Just a fat at like 3 a.m. Like, I just got dicked down and now I want $80 in candy delivery.
Twin snakes, here we go.
And then literally the next morning, because preservatives give me an awful migraine.
Yeah.
So I have like this candy hangover, and in the morning I'm like,
It's the worst.
and he's like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to
I
hear
warned
it.
you.
It's the worst.
I could do that. I could do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does a typical day look like for you?
Oh boy. All right. So
I know you get up at 6.
You know,
Or
I get up
before
earlier
6.
than that.
She's
You
at the
guys
gym
ready?
at 6.
Normally when I'm at home, I'm up by like 5 o'clock. I'll make coffee. I'll let the dogs out, and then
What kind of dogs?
I have a Mastiff and a Boxer.
I love Mastiffs.
Oh, I grew up with both those dogs.
They're the snuggliest.
Yeah.
I miss them so much.
Oh,
I let the dogs out. I make some coffee, and then I meditate, and I do a lot of reading. So I go on to like the Washington Post. I like read all the magazines or all the newspapers every morning. And then I eat. I go to the gym. I come back. I practice piano. I go teach. Go do my work for the day. Walk the dogs. Come home, eat dinner.
Dude, you're good at everything. You do everything.
I like to be multi.
I didn't know you played piano.
My thing is that I realized is I don't like fitting in a box, and everyone wants to put you in a box.
Absolutely.
Especially when you do porn.
Absolutely. Yep.
Everyone's like, you're in the porn box forever.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're just that.
That's all you are.
and not only are you in the porn box, you're like, you're girl next door. You're a MILF.
right.
Yeah, right.
You're curvy, voluptuous number 2.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So I like to be multifaceted. I like to do all the things.
I love it.
Yeah. I dabble.
I dabble.
Dabble.
Dip my toe in the water.
Yeah.
Someone, this actually isn't a question, but I thought it was really sweet. Someone said, you look fabulous. Actually, quote, more than beautiful.
More than.
Aw,
More
More
than.
than.
This was a sex question. So I was like, okay, I'll throw in a sex question.
Right.
Best way to make a woman come.
Oh man, and this is gonna
Do the
sound
laundry.
right.
I
Do
thought it
the
was a
dishes.
good question, because I feel like I get that question a lot,
Right.
and
Wait a
so
minute. Everybody's different. That's such a horrible
My
question.
answer is probably the most unsexy answer that you'll ever get. I just say communicate.
yeah,
Because every woman is different. So
it's not far off from mine because I say body language.
Right.
Yeah.
What works for one is not going to work for the next, chances are.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to make sure that like you're talking to her because
Not to pick on women,
Yeah.
but what worked yesterday won't work tomorrow.
Definitely no.
no.
With the same woman.
With the same woman.
It's like you have to start. You have to start from ground
Yeah.
zero every day.
What's
It's
today?
like multiple personalities of
Yeah.
my vagina.
Right.
You're like, no.
I was dating this guy one time, and he's all, "That joke made you laugh yesterday." I was like, "Well, that was yesterday."
Yeah. Today's a whole new day, homie. What have you done for me lately? What have you done for me lately?
Yeah, it is. It's like, have you tried asking the woman what she
Right.
enjoys?
Exactly.
Or any partner
That's
asking
sometimes
the guy what he
sometimes that
likes.
doesn't work
Yeah.
either. Sometimes you gotta feel
'Cause even-
around and
yeah,
expect that you're gonna
even-
fall on your
yeah.
face.
Even blowjobs, like every guy is different. Everyone
Right.
has like a blowjob style. Everyone
Right.
has, you gotta
Right.
communicate, body language.
Yeah.
If
Guys
a
are-
girl's doing
remember-
this,
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, guys are
not a
monosyllabic.
good-
Yeah.
it's not a good move.
Let's be honest, guys are monosyllabic. If
Guy, you
it's wet
do.
and it's a hole and
Look,
okay.
once
and
you figure
there's a
out
little
the BJ
friction, we're
code,
good.
it's
Yeah,
the same.
It's pretty much, yeah.
True.
But yeah,
We drive down a block with tree, dog. It's like
Tree,
building.
Hole.
That's woman. That's about as far as we go. Whitney Cummings used to do a joke about that. A guy drives down and sees tree, dog. A woman drives down the block and goes, tree. That tree's got a green color. My boyfriend left me for a guy wearing a green shirt. Oh my God, you see that car? He used to drive a car like that. But yeah, guys would never think like that.
It's so true, though. Yeah.
okay. Next question. Next fan question. Secret for your beauty.
Oh,
Genetics.
But I think that was like I didn't think.
there's so many.
6 feet tall, this body, 6 a.m. workouts, whatever.
I didn't think it was like a cheese because there was a lot of cheese. But I thought that was like a legitimate. I think they were trying to say like, what do you do for your skin, or maybe I'm being
Yeah,
a woman
maybe.
and overanalyzing it because the guy was
Maybe.
probably trying to give you a pickup line.
Yeah.
He's all married,
Hey,
me,
now.
baby. I just honestly drink a lot of water, if that helps.
It's good for your skin.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good for
Yeah.
just everything in your life.
Do you
If
do
you're
like?
tired of someone, drown them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Water does help with that situation a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Water's good for everything.
Secret of your beauty: drown people.
Go. Get rid of toxicity.
You'll glow.
Let's throw a
Be
little
so happy.
throw a little PR curve on that. We're just getting rid of the toxic. We're removing toxicity from the system.
Oh my gosh. Someone asked, have you considered acting?
Yeah, I've thought about it. I would like to do it, but to be honest, I don't want to do it enough to be a struggling actor. If someone was like, here's this major role, I'd be like, okay.
That is literally what I say. I'm like, I don't want to go to casting calls, but if someone
No.
just wants to hand me a check in a day, I'm in.
Right. I'll work my ass off on set,
Yeah.
but I don't want to audition and go through
That doesn't
casting
come
calls.
with dead hooker number 3.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Again.
Naked body on the side
I don't
of
want
the
to be
street.
naked body again.
No.
Murdered stripper number 4.
Porn girl number 2.
Yeah,
Literally again.
Hot chick with ass. Yeah.
Or just like I have a fear of rejection. So I don't want to go and not get the part because then I'll just be sad and order late night candy.
I
And then
went
there'll be
to
twin
one-
snakes.
I went to one audition once, and it was for a commercial, for a Fiat commercial, and they wanted a really tall girl that
Wait,
had dark hair.
Aren't Fiat's tiny?
Right, and
Yeah,
so the
and
thing
Italian.
was they wanted a girl. I had really long hair at the time. They wanted a girl that could pass off as Italian to get out of this car and be like ciao. And for 2 days, I practiced ciao. That was my only line. And then I did the audition, and I'm all. And the casting director's like,
We'll call you.
dang it, Courtney, that was your only line.
That's my moment.
That was my moment.
These pretzels are making me thirsty.
Right. You had one job.
That's 2 Seinfeld references in one episode.
I know, we're doing good so far.
Oh my
yeah.
God. Okay, I have 2 more fan questions. One is, where do you want to travel to?
Oh, I get asked this a lot. Africa. I really want to go to Africa. All over Africa. Yeah, that's my dream destination right there.
It's awesome.
I want to go so bad.
Cape Town is awesome. Egypt.
Well, as long as you're not there during.
I went at a bad time.
She went when the Islamic Spring happened.
I didn't pick a good weekend.
Not a good time.
Got out there with her life, basically.
But I did go to Cape Town and I saw like the 5.
Did you?
Yeah, and I got to go on like a safari.
Right.
It was
And
one
I
of the
heard
coolest
that
things ever.
They also do like hot air balloons over the.
Yeah, I pussied out on that because I'm afraid to hide.
That's all right.
But I was like, that's cool.
Look at them go.
And I guess that we kind of answered the last question, but what inspired you to leave the porn industry and give more time to herself?
It just felt like his time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think everybody thinks it's like a big tragic thing. And you always get asked, are you going to go back? And I'm like, nobody asks a construction worker if they're retiring, are you going to go back to construction? They're like, no, I'm done.
Well, you used to teach for a living. Are you going? No, I'm going to sit on a beach and
but
drink
it's like,
boat drinks.
It's a chapter in a book. It's, you know, if you don't want to do something the whole, you know, some people do. Some people want to work one job for their whole life. Right. If that makes them happy.
Right.
But I mean, I'm so thankful for porn. But at the same time, it's like I don't want to do it forever.
No.
I want to explore other sides of me.
And I love that like I realize that about life is you can literally do whatever you want. Mm-hmm. You really can. You know, and I think it's so silly that people are like, that's your whole life. And you're like, okay, if I live to 90, that's literally 81 years I have not done that.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
That is like a small pie chunk now.
However, talk about stereotypes, though. You guys, you want to be in a box, be in porn, because you are in the smallest box that you cannot.
Yeah,
obviously, you're all AIDS-ridden drug addicts. So it's like,
I like to compare it to like, do you remember the fortune cookie game where it was like, you're gonna have great health in bed?
In bed, yeah, exactly, exactly.
Anne was a porn star. Is the in bed?
Yeah,
like.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is, she, you know, plays piano and is amazing and just got on the cover and does all the. And was a porn star.
Right. Yeah, right. Like, cure cancer and to be former porn star Dani Daniels.
Right. We know. I was there. I know what my butthole looks like.
In addition to showing her butthole on the internet, you know, kind of cured cancer.
Although I gotta say, having your butthole on the internet is strangely liberating.
Yeah.
Because literally nothing anybody does anymore. I'm gonna be like, I don't care. My butthole's on the internet. Yeah. You can't hurt me.
How are you going to surprise me?
Right. What are you going to do?
Yeah, like do you feel like you learned any life lessons from porn that you took away from it?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, yeah. So because you're kind of your own boss, I learned a lot about like running a business, time management.
Because you studied business while you were in the industry?
I did, yeah. And then I learned so much about myself as a woman and just what I liked, what I didn't like. I learned how to say no, how to stand up for myself. I learned body confidence. There was a good bit of time in porn where I was a little chubby. And
we all have a chubby porn phase.
We do.
Okay. I had a fat porn phase.
Including me.
Sometimes you have 2.
or 3. And you know what? There were times where I was like, oh my God, I look horrible in that video. And there's just somebody in the comment section that's like, you are a goddess.
You're like,
yes, I am.
Thank you, Spank Make 305.
Yeah. Right. Tom. Thank you, Tom.
Yes. It's true. That's so true. And it's always like when you feel like there's this photo set of me and I'm a princess and I hate the color pink. And I literally did it as a joke on set for Holly because we were like, what do you want to do? I'll be a motherfucking princess. And I don't hate the photos. It's just not me.
Right.
It is like the number one most passed around. I'm like,
and it's in like 900 memes and videos
or any
from
photo
India.
It always happens.
Or any fat phase photo.
Why?
I'm like, God damn it.
Why? It's never the one where you're like, man, I killed that shoot.
Yeah,
it
it's never
so
like,
hot.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I got abs in that. No, those are long gone.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're in the internet ether forever.
On the black web. Dark web.
It does give you a really good business sense.
It does.
You're just
Grows
like
you up
this
quick.
one-man show.
It does, for sure.
Grows you up quick.
It does.
It grows you up quick. You got to learn. You got to navigate through
Yeah.
a rough business. I mean, I think entertainment industry in general, any kind of entertainment, but porn specifically, you are your own boss. You have to navigate
Right.
at a young age. You got to navigate potentially bad directors, good
Right.
directors, bad agents, good agents. It grows you up, and bad can go bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, bad music means you're Billy Joel and somebody takes your
Right.
royalties. So bad porn,
Is
yeah,
a
it
whole
can
nother
get
story.
dangerous. Yeah.
Is balancedbodiedwellness.com. Is that only you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just me.
Cool. That's badass.
Just me.
I had a feeling, but I was like, it is similar because it's like that's kind of like your website for, you know what I mean? It's like you're kind of doing a similar thing, but in a different way. Like
Right.
it's like your parallel universe.
Right. I was just talking about this with someone who's like, my body has been my life, my entire life. Like it's always been centered around my body. So it felt like a natural progression to just keep that going in a different way.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm so happy for you. I think it's so
Thank
cool.
you. Thank
So,
you.
so now you get stuck with my question.
All right,
Oh,
bring it
yeah,
on.
sorry.
I'm ready.
It's VIX 10.
And then I always got inches.
You flatter. Are you ready?
Yeah.
What's the most annoying question people ask you?
How tall are you? I get that all the time.
9 feet tall.
Oh, wait, side question. Can you date guys or girls that are shorter than you?
My honestly, almost all of my boyfriends, with the exception of one, have been shorter than me.
It doesn't bother you?
It didn't until I started dating a guy that was taller, and then I was like, oh yeah, I like this way more. Yeah. And so now I'm like,
I
you
can
gotta
wear
be tall enough
heels.
to ride the ride. Like,
I can wear heels. This is all good.
yeah.
Sorry, so I had to know. I was like, everyone's always different, so.
Yeah.
What's your favorite way to eat a potato?
Oh. Oh God, there's so many ways. Hash browned,
Oh,
if that's a word.
I like that.
Hash brown crispy.
What would the title of your autobiography be?
I have it, but I don't want anybody to steal it because I'm gonna actually do it.
What would the title of your second autobiography to be?
Not this book.
How tall are you?
Oh, God. What was the biggest turning point in your life so far?
Oh, honestly, this past year, I want to say was a really, really big. Like, I had a lot of really big life changes, unexpected ones that like forced me to be okay with change. So I think I grew a lot. So probably I moved out of like I broke up with got out of a relationship, moved out. I'm considering moving across the United States, like
To New York?
possibly.
Yes! I'm
Or-
just slowly
Slowly
converting
we're moving
everyone to move
everybody
here.
we like to move to New York. Where
Yeah.
do you live? New York. Why?
All the LA people are like traitor.
Yeah, a lot of the LA people are like, no, we want to come to New York.
Right.
What are you most proud of?
My mental stability.
Yeah.
Like
in
nothing-
this industry?
You know
Yes.
what?
Like nothing can shake me, honestly.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
there's something so like beautiful and freeing about that.
Yeah.
That nothing can get to you.
Yeah,
And when you get to
nothing
that
gets to
point,
me.
you're like, this
Oh,
is
yeah.
the best.
It really is.
When you literally just don't give a shit.
No. Like
Is
I
that-
don't ever lose my temper. I don't ever yell at people. I'm just kind of like, I don't care.
There's
Yeah.
an
It doesn't
bother
there's
me.
an entire book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
And
I
that
read
is-
it.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I
that
read
is
it.
It's a
exactly
great
where
one.
you, and that's a great place
It
to be.
is.
Like,
It's great.
yeah, okay, whatever.
Vic just giving up the free advertising, man.
Yeah, Mark, come on, Mark. Throw a couple bucks or a few books. What takes up too much of your time?
Oh, cooking. I cook
Really?
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, but then you get to eat.
Yeah, I meal prep for a few clients too. So I cook. I'm cooking all the time. I love it,
If
but
you
it's
love
like
it,
hate
yeah.
love.
What is your favorite smell?
Ooh, probably cookies.
Any
Yeah.
specific?
So I make these really good. I call them crack cookies because they're like
Oh, it's like your biscotti.
brown butter, and they've got caramel and pretzel and chocolate chips.
Ooh.
Oh.
They're crack cookies, and they're like chewy. I'll mail you guys
Oh my
some.
God.
No, when you
Yes,
move to New York, just
please.
invite us over. Some
Okay.
Yes, please.
What gets you fired up?
Oh, not much. Honestly, it takes a lot. I see being lied to. Because I can really handle the truth, even if it sucks. Because,
Better. It's
yeah,
better.
it's so much better. Just have the balls. Just tell me the truth. Yeah.
What do you wish you knew more about?
investing.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've been really big into investing. Like, I've been reading tons of books on it, and I want to know more.
Final question. What is the one question you would want everyone you meet to answer?
Ooh, that's a good one. What are you struggling with?
That's a good one.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's really nice.
Because everybody's struggling with something.
Yeah, even
You
if it's
know.
simple or
Right, yeah.
there's always something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always like to know the psychological
Yeah,
stuff.
it explains a lot about someone too, like by what they're going through.
Absolutely, for sure.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a happy answer.
That's
like
a happy
that one.
answer.
I
yeah.
care about you guys, all of you. Just tell me your
it's-
problems.
It's always funny when I ask this, like, what gets you fired up can go either way.
Yeah.
Right.
Some people either what gets them fired up angry or what gets them fired up, like what makes them excited. So, and it's always interesting to see who chooses what or what they choose.
Interesting. Yeah.
I think Alexis Fox was the one who said which one. I'm like,
Yeah.
do whichever one you want, however you want to take it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you? This is a side question, but like, do you do any like therapy or talk like if your clients are struggling or like do you have like an open ear?
I
would
do.
say.
I
Is that the
do.
right way to say that?
Yeah, I mean, to a certain extent, obviously, I'm not a therapist, so if somebody's having like serious life issues, I'll always refer them out.
Yeah.
But I do. I mean, I went through 3 years of therapy, and it changed my life. So I know how beneficial it is for someone to be able to talk things out, you know. But I notice that a lot of people they don't really want solutions. They just want to like talk at you, and then they keep going in the circle.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, the
Like,
They
little
just want you to
cycle.
say, uh-huh.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
agree with
oh.
them. Yeah.
Instead of saying like, what are you gonna do to fix it?
right,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
That's always. I always find it interesting too, especially at this age where like people ask questions and you'll tell them something. Like you said, you're telling them the
Right.
truth. I'm like, I'm not telling you I agree with it. I'm just telling you what the facts are. So don't argue with
Right.
me. It's like, This has
Right.
got nothing to do with whether I agree with it or whether
Right.
Trump's the president. I didn't say I agree with it, but that's the fact.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing you can do to change
Oh
that.
God, don't
So, you
go
know,
down that path.
But it's just like I couldn't
Right.
tell you how many different times when you're talking to somebody and you're not even giving advice, you're just saying, okay, you have no money in your checking account.
Right.
And I mean, these are just facts. And I'm
This
not
is happening.
I'm not passing judgment as to why you don't have. I'm just
Right.
saying you don't, and now we need to figure out how to put money in there. And they're,
Right.
well, they're giving you. I'm like,
Yes,
dude,
I'm not.
you know,
I don't
it's
want
like,
to fight
sorry.
with you.
Sorry that you don't have money in your checking account, but that's
Right.
just the facts we're
Don't
working
wanna
with
fight
here.
with you.
Oh my God. I just love that what you're doing and like sorry, I'm losing my voice. How you're combining everything. It's like this one-stop shop to
Yeah.
like pretty much change your life for the better. And I
Right.
just think it's like such a beautiful thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's
They all
really
go
cool.
hand in hand. You can't really do one without the other. And a lot of people, I think, miss like the whole mental aspect of it because really, as far as like getting healthy goes, the majority of it is mental.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like 99% of it. Yeah.
And I mean, you came from an industry where you put yourself out there.
Yeah.
I mean, out there.
Yeah.
You know,
like the
there's,
most
there's-
vulnerable part of
Yeah,
it is
literally.
out there for
you know,
everybody. You
it's.
know?
I mean, everybody's like. I mean, it is acting and it is a fantasy, but
Right.
it's still you in the most vulnerable stage,
Right.
and you're not really hiding behind anything
Absolutely.
except the fake name, which everybody finds the real name out anyway.
Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
the fuck's the difference? But
doesn't really do anything.
yeah, it's like, it's like.
those
And then later on in
listening-
life, we're like, Courtney, Alison, whatever.
Those listening, check out balancebodieswellness.com.
Absolutely. Yes, matter of fact, shameless plug time.
Yeah,
So plug away.
Right. Honestly, I try to make it easy for everyone. You can just go to my Instagram, which is at 6 Feet of Sunshine, and literally everything is linked there.
That's awesome. That's the
It's
way to do
smart.
it.
Yeah, I just make
Yeah.
it easy. Just go to this one place.
Yeah.
And
True, because
pick up the. Is it FHM
FHM, yeah, this month, December.
this month? Right.
Yeah.
Is it UK or US or?
It's actually Australia.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. Down
that's where all
under.
the hot girls are. That's
Australia.
the hot one.
I'm trying to snag those hot Aussie boys. If you ever come to the United States.
Yes. Just in case.
Yes.
Just in
If there's any hot Aussie boys that pick up her issue, go to
Hi.
Balanced Bodies Wellness.
Or at 6 Feet of Sunshine, the number 6.
Yes.
The number 6.
The
So
number
let's make sure
6.
we do that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You.
Follow me on Instagram, aka Dani Daniels. Follow me on TikTok, Dani Daniels TikTok. And I don't know what I want to promote today. I don't know. I'm feeling not very.
Not feeling promoty?
No, just follow me on stuff.
Just follow my.
Oh,
Actually-
buy my underwear. Removetofuck.com.
I'm going to buy your underwear.
Well, it's
Yeah,
not
no.
like my worn underwear.
Oh.
Which, by the way,
Buy my dirty panties.
let me help you
Go
out.
work out in them.
Let me
No,
help you
I'll
out.
sell them, so they'll be mine and her dirty pants.
Forget about it now. We just broke the bank and the internet all in one fell swoop.
No, but I do I do men's underwear, and I'm coming out with women's underwear.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
And actually, if you go to Dani's Things,
Yes.
Dani'sThings.com, everything is there. Literally,
Perfect.
all things
Yeah.
Danny Daniels.
I've
so.
got You gotta give them one thing.
One
Yeah,
stop
it's
shop.
Danny's Things. That's an
Yeah.
easy one to remember.
You go, babe. What are you promoting?
Pretty simple. Just go get my book. Wait for the Corn. It's on Amazon.
Send Vic sassy shirts.
Send me a sassy
Yes.
shirt to wear on the podcast, and you can follow me on pretty much everything at Evil Genius Vic. So
Love it.
that's everything.
Yeah. Thanks for coming out. It's
Yeah,
good to
thank
see
you.
Thank you guys for
Nice to
having
meet
me.
you.
Nice
Oh
to
yeah,
meet
you guys haven't
We've
met.
not
I didn't
met.
even
Yeah,
realize.
we've not met.
First time.
Yeah, and thank you guys for listening.
As
And
always.
thanks for being here, Adam.
Yeah, Adam. And a quick shout out.
I never
comic
say
strip.
thank you.
Yeah, and the comic strip. You know,
Oh yeah,
for,
and we're at the comic strip, by the way. All right, see you
world
later.
famous. All right, bye guys.